If you were to take a guess, how many people do you think are cheating right now in Halo Infinite? Perhaps the problem is much worse than we thought, and the community's trust in 343 to deal effectively with these cheaters, I believe, has reached an all-time low. You may recall a while back, a player by the name of BenjMayne was caught cheating in a Face-It tournament using a Zim, which allows for you to play on mouse and keyboard and get aim assist. He not only won the tournament, but he walked away unscathed. Former pro player Shaady was also caught using some form of cheats as well. There are currently allegations against the pro player monstcr from Complexity, and recently it was brought to my attention that the Master Chief Collection is dealing with a massive cheater issue. Of course, what about the day-to-day cheaters? The people that you and I play against? Those are the people who hide their cheats probably the best of all of them. Worst of all, it seems like 343 is doing nothing about this issue. And supposedly there's some kind of anti-cheat running in the background of Infinite, but of course you would never know. Or is something else going on here? Let's take a look at this article 343 published together, and I want you to pay attention to this section very carefully. First, they acknowledge that yes, Infinite shipped with its own proprietary anti-cheat system that they call Arbiter. If you could, remember that. That's important for later. Next, pay attention to the wording chosen here very carefully. The more detail we provide about its systems and how it works, the more information we are directly providing to cheat developers. Anything we can do or say, or in this case not say, to protect our methods is worth it to protect our players and their in-game experience. Now, after reading this, I suspect some kind of AI anti-cheat is working in the background, watching and analyzing players kind of from the shadows, analyzing people who are cheating and who are legitimate. Because of this, I think 343 knows exactly who is cheating, who is legitimate, and perhaps those who have cheated in the past, perhaps for a string of games. But that begs the question, if they know who is cheating, why don't they simply ban them? The longer they put off banning these people, the more information they're able to collect, and they're able to improve the AI anti-cheat for the future. So in a sense, these cheaters are actually helping to develop the anti-cheat literally. Although this may sound far-fetched, Bing does have its own implementation of some kind of weird AI. There's also Waldo Vision, which is in fact an AI anti-cheat that is in the works right now. The folks behind Waldo Vision claim that it'll be able to go back and detect cheats from past streamers, which I think is going to be very helpful for the community's trust. It's my hope that it'll be able to detect any form of cheat across multiple titles, including Infinite. This is good news if it's true, but there's also something else that I want you to pay attention to. Activision has publicly stated that they know exactly who these high-profile streamers are who are in fact cheating. You'd be justified to feel frustrated to know that they are not banning these people, but just remember that they are collecting information now for a better tomorrow. Perhaps you'd counter this and say, maybe they just don't care. Well, you'd be wrong. They recently rolled out an update that is able to detect Cronus, which yes, is a form of cheating. But that's enough of Call of Duty. Let's go ahead and get back to Halo. This is obviously incredible news once again if it's true. If you are currently a cheater right now in Infinite, or perhaps you've cheated for a string of games, you better believe that 343 likely knows exactly who you are. This includes, of course, things like walls and aimbot on PC, but extends to even something like a Cronus. I believe once they finally come forward, they should make it very clear who these cheaters are, obviously just their gamer tag, make it known. Now, in the beginning of the video, I did ask you how many people you thought are cheating right now in Infinite. Remember that number, because if 343 ever comes through and decides to give us the percentage of the population who is cheating, I want you to remember that. In fact, let me know down below. Do you think it's 5% of the community? 50%? This may be a bit of a hot take here, but I don't really think it's that bad in the Halo community. I think the Halo community is full of good people. Yes, of course, you always have those weirdos. I'm one of them, but generally speaking.